Right. Your Wilcox here. Going to do take two on a video I made, but I might need to get rid of because of my sensitive information in there. I might get rid of that. So I'm going to do a better video, basically focused on what I wanted to say about this subject. That video is Quota Sucks. It's going to be titled Quota Sucks because quota can suck. Okay, the quota at our jobs can be a good thing and help us motivate us to do better, but also it can be overblown if you do it the wrong way, like many places have done. I've seen Camelot 331's videos about how they being forced to do, and other people's comments and stuff on how being forced to do too much, because of quota, and my own personal uh, experience and having to do that thing with that as well. It can be quota can be so ridiculous that it's just like just ridiculous. Like you are doing, it goes against reality. So for my job, well, I'm not gonna say what job it is, but basically it's a factory job, and I need to continue to make enough units, of things, our products to meet quota. And the quota was recently raised, and it was say for instance it was 70, now it's 80, per a certain segment, and then in other places it's over 100, per a certain segment. And it's like, yeah, they need to, well, basically they're saying, yeah, hey, why don't you cut corners, to make quota. That's what they're telling me us to do now. Cut corners to make quota. Do this stuff. And I'm like, there's certain times I can try to cut corners on Chucky, Tommy Pickles, Chucky, and not pork chop. What's the dog's name? Spike. I don't know. Yeah, well, there is a float. It's not a float. It's a balloon of Tommy, Chucky, and the dog. Yeah, pretty cool. The Rugrats was amazing, and it's even better now. There's an all grown up version, and that's good. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. But I got to work. So you have people going like that, and basically, in my opinion, the quota is good on paper. Okay, and basically, I believe the higher ups in corporate are like, yeah, quota. We need to work on our quota, because if we tell the workers to work on quota, then they make this quota. Then we'll get more money because we'll get out more product, and more people are trying to buy. So they're thinking that's how that's going to go. And in some cases it can be, but in other cases it can be like, okay, you got work done, but it's shy of quota. You did your job, you got your stuff done. Got stuff done, and you definitely made some headway, but you're short of quota. You could get written up for this, and it's like, get written up enough times, you get fired. So it's like, yeah. In reality, things change. Things are different. Some people are, in my opinion, put on medication that makes them have to go to the bathroom more. Also, makes them, just makes them a little achier, maybe a little hotter, whatever, just causes issues. Also, you want us, and even without that, they now want us to stay, wear regulation shoes, and I have some regulation shoes right over here. Let me just show you these regulation shoes right here. Yeah, all right, guys. Some regulation shoes right here. These guys right here. I got them. All right. They got that nice hard toe on there. Okay. And I had a few issues with hard toes because sometimes if I'm not careful, I can hurt my feet on those. Because my last pair, I think, was really uncomfortable. But these are a bit better. These guys are here. These New Balances are a bit better than those other ones, but they still can hurt. They still kind of hurt my feet sometimes, especially when you're standing with them for hours on end. Okay, here's the deal. They want us to hang out at our desks. No, we have tailored tables. In some sections of the place, there are tables, individual tables, and we make our products on those tables. Basically, we make our product on those tables, and send it on the conveyor. Once we make the product, we send it down the conveyor belt to go and be counted. Okay, once we make our product. there's tables. There's other places where there's huge rows, huge rows of tables, and a bunch of people all standing next to each other, doing the same thing, basically making their products, putting them on the conveyor belt, things like that. And it's like, conveyor belt in a different way, but they want us to stay at those stations for hours on end. All right. And they're saying also they have these nice little shoebox-sized lockers now that they want us to start using now that the pandemic is not as bad as it used to be. And basically, it's like, yeah, don't bring much onto the floor. Just have your water bottle and some essentials in a little bag. And I'm like, here's the deal. We were at for the first segment, okay, of the workday. We were there for 4.5 hours. Right. I'm going to need more than water. Okay, so I bring bags of chips. Okay, I bring bags of chips, and so especially sometimes especially when it's like a 4-hour segment, I'll take some soda or coffee or something in a thermos. Where's my thermos? My thermos right here. Oh crap. Yeah. My thermos right here. Okay, nice thermos, very nice. And I basically have a thermos of this, and you will every now and then take the cap off and pour the stuff in there, and then drink that. Keep me, give me energy, help me stay awake because I work at night. So it's just how that goes, And it's like, yeah. There was stuff where they're saying you can't have food at your station. Go you get it up for that. And it's like, but we're going to be here for 4.5 hours before the first break. Then it's going to be 3.5 hours. Then you have second break. Then it's going to be 2.5 hours. And then it's third break. And then it's 1 hour, or a quarter hour left. And then we get to go home for the day, for the night. And go home for the day. So it's like, yeah, I need to have more than that. So when Quota also enters the picture, it causes problems because then it's like, no, what are you doing? That particular person isn't making his product, isn't trying to make quota. He's eating or drinking, or stretching, or some crap like that. That isn't making your product, or he's gone to the bathroom after a few hours of, eating and drinking at that station. You gotta go. So it's like, yeah, we're humans. So, again, quota can basically be like, oh yeah, no, but quota, you need to make this many boxes, but I'm like, sometimes you can't do it. Sometimes it's just how it is. Sometimes there's certain circumstances in reality that make it so that the wish of quota can't come true. This is the way it goes. And I'm like, so it sucks because then of course you have basically the managers are getting pressure put on them from the higher ups, and so they decide to put pressure on us, and that caused problems because then it's like I think one time, one pretty new guy, decided to take products, take something from his party, and take a product from, take something that is necessary to make our products from the station of another person, okay, and that caused an issue because the issue is like, yeah, they're friends, but he's like just also he just ran over and grabbed grabbed that something and took it back to his station so he could use it to help make his product. The guy's like, oh, you're well, yes, sure, yes, of course you can have that, man. Thanks for asking. And he's like, oh, hey, come on, man, it's no big deal. And he's like, oh yes, yeah, it is, man. You can't just be grabbing stuff, So that stuff causes stress to us. And it just causes all kinds of issues there. Thankfully, they made up eventually, but still, it was just like, great, It caused all kinds of problems. It was just not fun. It was just not fun at all to have to deal with that stuff. And it's just like, yeah, but that's the way, you gotta deal with it. But it's like, yeah, that could be an issue. That's why I'm saying quota sucks. Because it's just, you can just be like, oh no, my dream, our dream, of getting this quota, and it's like, it really can take me off because then it's like, because I'm considered slow compared to some other people, okay? So they're trying to give me tips, trying to help me learn, to make the products faster, and then it's like, make the products faster and some of the techniques, so I'm like, okay, that makes some sense. Other headaches are like, okay, when you make the product, get all the materials you need to make that product. Grab them all and don't put them down. Just start using them to make the product. I'm like, what if it's like a product's gonna be a heavy product? And it's like, yeah, I have to put this down so that I can get the shipping, because we also basically are shipping these products, So we have boxes, so we need to put the product into the box, so then we can close that up and ship it. So then it's like, yeah, I need to put the product down, to grab the box, put the thing on there, then put the product into the box, then put it on the conveyor belt. So it's like, yeah, you have issues with that because they're like, no, why can't you just do that or something? And I think one time, I think it's easier for me to actually put the things down, not and also scan them in. You have to scan them in. So it's like if you scan those kind of products in beforehand, before you get the box ready or something, and then you pack everything in there, or so you think. Send it on its way, then find out you left a product and it's already been scanned. Because basically, if you don't scan, we have shipping labels. You have to get the shipping label scanned after you scan every product. Okay. If you don't get scanned every product, it'll say, yeah, no, try a different barcode. It's like you look up the screen, it's like, oh, I missed this product right here because I wasn't able to scan it. So yeah, when you scan it beforehand, that doesn't happen. And recently there was a product missing out of an order I got, so I'm like, oops. The thing is already down the conveyor belt, all the way over there, going to go downstairs to get put in the truck, to put in the a container, so it can be put in a truck and sent to where they needed to be sent, so the person can order. So then it's like, okay, now what's going to happen is they're going to go, okay, I'm getting, overboard here. We'll work on that. But it's like, now what's going to happen is the customer's going to not get their full order, talk to, complain. Wow. I can cut that out. I will complain to the organization about it, and then the organization is going to basically be like, "Oh crap, sorry, we either refund the money or send the product, reship that product." And then they'll be talking to us saying, yeah, you gotta be more careful with that. So it's just like all kinds of problems, issues like that with quota. But yeah, quota can be an issue. This is how it goes. So yeah, that's what I want to say. Quota sucks. It can suck. Quota can be awesome, but quota can suck. So I just wanted to say, it's definitely having issue now, but we'll see how things work out. Now I'm gonna go and edit this video, so the stuff I said in there, so there's not sensitive information in there. So see you next time. Check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt.